Hey all, Heretic here, and today in the Battlegrounds, we're going to be talking about all things Mechs in Season 8. All the ones that'll be coming, going, changing, trinkets, all the fun stuff. This is the preview for all things of the Mech tribe. Let's jump right in. Typically, I'm going to start with the minions that'll leaving. Let's say goodbye to these friends and see if we're going to miss them much. Now, first thing we have leaving is going to be Ziliax. Ziliax represents 6 different potential minions, all in the little group that you could triple as long as you had any 3 of them. Ziliax will be leaving. This one I don't really... I did like Ziliax, don't get me wrong. I think it was fun, but I was always trying to wait for a magnetic when that triple happened, because I used to hate when I'd have to get a body that I just didn't want. I couldn't attach to anything, and then ultimately get a triple I didn't really care about for the minion. So it's nice in a way that Ziliax is gone. I think it was a fun experiment. I think it was probably good, but for my feelings and how I felt about it, I didn't really care for Ziliax that much. Also departing is Replicating Menace, and Replicating Menace is your go-to for finding resets for your Deflecto. So I'm curious how it's going to play out, what we'll find to put on to replace Replicating Menace as our Deflecto reset, but we'll see. Till then, we'll miss you, Replicating. Murgle Mark II will be hitting the road also. Never a huge fan. Good in the mid game if you have the right board, but there's always something more interesting I feel like I could be playing with. Not really fun to me. Mechanized Gift Horse also out of here. This one hurts. I like Gift Horse. It enables a lot of different builds and a lot of different things. It's just fun for these Avenged minions. But goodbye. We'll miss you, Gift Horse. Also leaving all the way up from tier 6, the Untamable Bull is gone. I've used this a couple of times. It definitely is a good minion to triple to early. You definitely can buff it to make some really nasty late game boards, but just one of those I never super cared for. When it won big, and most of the time it was the triple that I never really wanted to see. So I don't really mind losing this one either. All right, we've left our old friends behind. They are moving on. It's time for us to bring back some different old friends who've been gone for a while. And they may be a little different in some cases. They may be changed minions, but they're still interesting. We're going to start with the tier 2 Kaboom Bot. This 2/2 mech has a death rattle, deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Not bad. Good early, not great late. Still a fun card, and there's some interesting stuff you'll see it can work with later. Slightly changed, but still with us, the tier 3 now, 2/4 Anoia Module Mech is a magnetic Divine Shield top minion. We're all familiar with this, it just went a tier lower. Back for what has to be like the 7th or 8th time, the Grease Bot returns at tier 4, a 1/4 mech with Divine Shield. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give it +1/+1 permanently. And at tier 4 with Divine Shield, not a bad card at all. I thought this was very effective before. I enjoyed it at tier 4. Once they added Divine Shield to it, this thing was kind of super strong. I'm waiting to see how it plays out, but I have really high hopes that Greasebot might be impactful, unless maybe it's just too slow nowadays. We'll see. And up at tier 5, we have an old friend coming back, Kangor's Apprentice. This 3/6 neutral is only in mech lobbies, and this is Death Rattle. Summon your first 2 mechs that died this combat. Definitely allowed a lot of shenanigans, a lot of fun, little weird builds with Kangor's Apprentice. Definitely, I can remember all the times I've seen Exodia bomb builds going on. It's going to be interesting now that all that is back and there's some new cards to make it even better. I want to play some Kangor's Apprentice. I really, really do. Also back tier 6, 315 Mech Demon Mecha Jiraxis. Battlecry, get a random Mecha Demon. Folks, Jiraxis is great. Make him a mech, he's even better. I like this one. I'm happy they're back. It'll be fun to play with Mecha Jiraxis again. And hey, thanks all for watching. I hope you're having a good time. Please hit like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel grow. I love doing this, and I can't do it without your support. As always, you can catch us over on Twitch. You can see us on the Discord. We're always hanging around. We're always here to do fun stuff. We have a website that has all of this stuff going to be uploaded to. We're going to have a complete breakdown on how to search buddies, heroes, trinkets. All that stuff's going to be there. My son is insane with the web stuff. He just keeps wanting to do it, so let's let him go nuts. Thank you again. I appreciate it. All right, it's time to move on to our new friends. And folks, there's a couple really weird ones here, and I want you to sit down and buckle up because They're low tier, a little impactful in some cases. First, we have the tier 2 2/5 mech ancestral automation, has +3/+2 for each other ancestral automation you've summoned this game wherever it is. Now, you know, whenever you see those words, wherever this is, there's some shenanigans that can happen here. All you have to do is keep playing them, right? And they'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. We'll have to see how we can get them out, what different ways we can use to cheat extra copies of this. Also at tier 4, we have the Prosthetic Hand, a 3/1 undead mech. Magnetic Reborn, can magnetize to mechs or undead. Folks, you could do some shenanigans with this. I am 100% sure. Even if it's as simple as stack magnetics on this thing and then triple it and then attach it to another undead minions, like say, I don't know, a certain dragon who likes to move their attack around, and you could stack even more silliness on your board with the potential from this. There's all kinds of crazy magnetic tricks we're going to be able to do because undead have never been able to be magnetized before. Let's have to see. We're going to have to wait and see what we can come up with. All right, let's do it. Let's jump into the trinkets. We're going to start with the lesser trinkets, your turn 6 trinkets. These are pretty interesting. There is some real fun stuff in here. Get ready. For 3 gold, Charging Staff is at the end of each turn. Give your minions with Divine Shield +4 attack. Oh, so every turn 4 attack to all my Divine Shields. Sounds like it might be pretty good. Just start. For 3 gold, we have Blingtron Sunglasses. After you summon a mech in combat, give a friendly mech Divine Shield. You heard it. Every time you summon a mech in combat, one of your mechs, maybe the one you just summoned, maybe another one, will get Divine Shield. Nasty. For 4 gold, we have Glowing Gauntlet. Minions in the tavern have +3/+3. Simple, effective, lets you play whatever you want to play. I like this one. For 2 gold, we have the Fishy Sticker. Start of combat, summon a Fish of N'Zoth that copies Death Rattles. You got it. Now you're just N'Zoth in addition to whoever you already are for 2 gold on turn 6. Nasty. And folks, I promised you some really fun ones. Here we go. For 2 gold, the Kaboom Bot Portrait. Get a Kaboom Bot. Your Kaboom Bots Death Rattle deal 8 extra damage. They already deal 4. That means they deal 12 when you buy this. So it's time to stack bombs. We're carpet bombing the enemy. Where's my Titus Rivendare? Where's my Macaw? Let's get triggering. And oh yeah, why should we let Kaboombot have all the fun? For 5 gold, Automaton Portrait. Get an Ancestral Automation. Start of combat, summon an Ancestral Automation. Remember, these get better every time you summon one. This is gonna stack really high, pretty fast if you're getting this on turn 6, especially if, say, I don't know, you've already bought 2. Maybe if you're really lucky, you found a triple when you're getting this, and you're just like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, let's do all the automatons. Yeah, when you fight the high roller who finds this early and's got a gold one already, you're gonna hate this person. All right, that's it for the lesser trinkets. Oh wait, did that not feel like the lesser trinkets? That's okay. How much stronger can the greater ones be? For 3 gold, Charging Staff. At the end of each turn, give your minions with Divine Shield +7 attack. Insane. Glowing Gauntlets. Minions in the tavern have +7/+7 stats. Once again, not bad. Lets you play anything. A good neutral. You can just kind of do whatever you want with that. For 4 gold, Fishy Sticker. Start of combat, summon a golden Fish of N'Zoth that copies Death Rattles. But what if you got the normal fish sticker on for 2 gold? So now you have a normal N'Zoth and you have a golden fish. What if you're also playing N'Zoth and you have essentially 5 fish of N'Zoth? Probably. For 4 gold, we have Boom Controller. When you have space, summon an exact copy of your first mech that died each combat. Not bad. You can control more or less which one would die first, of course, but there's always a chance to take out your taunt. It's a throwaway taunt. That's not going to feel great. So it really depends what dies first, but if you can control it, that could be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see how this one shapes up. For 4 gold, we have the Mechagon Adapter. After a friendly mech loses Divine Shield, give it Divine Shield 3 times for combat. Yeah, you heard me right. You gotta knock the shield off a bunch before you can get through these shields. I don't know how I feel about this one. This feels just, to me, way too strong. And for me, just at a glance, seems like by far the most powerful. For 3 gold fridge magnet, Avenge 3, get a random magnetic minion. If I remember right, any storm coil hero power has to have 11 minions die before you get a random mech. It's from any mech, could be anything. Could be tier 1, could be tier 6, could be anything. But getting magnetics for only 3 minions dying seems incredibly low. This seems like a steal. This seems like an I win button if you have a bunch of summons, because you'd be getting triples just off them because there's just not that many magnetics compared to like any who has to pull from the entire mech family. Just the opportunity is huge for triples, and it's easy to attach magnetics. You don't need to sell anything. You just pop them on and win. I feel like unless something really dramatic has happened that I'm not figuring out, or I'm completely misreading this, this looks disgusting. And for 3 gold, I would buy this for 6, 9. It just feels really good. And that's it, folks. That's all there is for mechs. We've got nothing else. But what we have is a ton of really interesting looking minions, some truly crazy trinkets that we're getting, and I have so many questions and things I want to see play out because mechs seem nutty. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Tell me how you feel about mechs and just how things are going in general in this release. There is so much fun information coming out. I am super excited. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a few things. I hope you had a good time. I'll catch you next time. Later.